Adam Levine. Have you been following these the DMs he's been writing to apparently everybody he's ever met about how fucking hot they are in person, saying he hasn't met them in person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Have you read them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's hilarious that even like famous hot guys are still corny in girls' DMs.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. How do you still not know how to talk to women?
Mhm.
That's insane.
You are hot. Send. You
Yeah.
are really hot. Send.
Yeah,
God damn, your body is outstanding.
Your
Yeah.
fucking body is so fucking hot. Like, ugh.
You're so right, because if they were reading a script and that was the dialogue, they'd be like, oh, I play the douche. I know how to play
Yeah.
this character. Right. Yeah. Like, it's
Or
not
if
like they're
anyone-
writing the script, but if they were reading it, this is not a good character, like an upstanding, like charismatic character, what they're
Right.
writing.
Yeah. It's like somebody tweeted like the Tiger Woods DM or the Tiger Woods text messages that came out when he cheated on his wife, because
Right.
these like reminded them of that. And like all of these guys are such corny bozos. It's so funny. It's like, thank God you're talented, because you don't have an ounce of charisma.
Now, how would Adam or Tiger appropriately slide into a DM though? What do you want to
And
hear from
honestly,
these guys?
How are you doing is better than any of this shit.
Sure.
Yeah. How's it going?
Yeah.
Okay. Just be
Even
like,
that.
hi, this is Tiger Woods.
Yeah, basically.
Right. There's a picture of me golfing. I'm
Yeah.
back.
Maybe you've heard of me.
You could just be like, I'm actually Adam Levine, the
That's
real
right.
one.
Blue check.
Yeah.
See that?
It's me.
Right. It just sounds like Adam Levine has a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Because a songwriter doesn't write this shit.
Yeah, all these famous
Oh.
people could actually DM and go, hey, have you ever been interested in me?
That would be a good way for him to get out of this. If he was like, it was my social media person. It wasn't even.
That's good.
I didn't even know about it.
Honestly, he totally
He
could
should
have
have
been
done that.
completely fine and just whatever. Like, just be like, oh, I fired them a long time ago.
I don't
Nobody
even
really
have
needs to-
Instagram on my phone. I don't look
Absolutely.
at it.
These celebrities are so dumb.
They're so dumb. They're just,
Just
like
like
us.
us.
Oh, James.
You guys should join a team. Yeah, so Adam's wife is named Bahati, and she is a hottie. He's not lacking, right?
That's true.
And so he meets. It just came to you.
A hottie with a Bahati.
And the first girl, her name was Summer, and she
Summer.
finally came out. Her, get it? And she finally came out because she was turned off when he said out of the blue. Some time went by. They had a year affair, supposedly. Time went by. Then he said, "Hey, I want to name my kid. Bahati is pregnant. I want to name my kid Summer. Are you cool with that? I promise I won't be jerking off my kid or nothing. It'd just be fun to have you in my head when I change my kid's diapers."
Yeah.
And then she said, "I'm going public. This is too much." And then that's when other women start going public as well, including a new one, Adam Levine's former yoga instructor.
What?
And she started a hashtag expose Adam Levine.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
And by the way, all the memes come up, or all the little videos, I'm calling them memes,
Yeah.
come up from when he was on that stupid musical show where he's like, he made some mistake on the show, so he like hides with his shirt over his
Right.
face, embarrassed. Like, it's all, people are doing some great work out there. But anyway, tell me what this woman, Alana Zabel, is trying to say. She worked for the singer from 2007 to 2010. He told pals that she had, quote, the best ass in town and it was cute.
Cool.
I won't
Okay.
see.
She added
But
that.
okay, you know what I mean? Brunch, whatever. We've
Yeah.
all been- yeah. Okay.
It's always, every time I'm dating a guy, I'm like, what do you tell your friends about me? And that would be great.
Yeah.
The best ass in town?
Is that so bad?
That's not bad.
Wait, but he's not always in one town. Like, which
Also,
town?
I guess his wife might be in that town too.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
That's
when you check the map
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, it's in the same zone. She added that one day he texted me saying, I want to spend the day with you naked. That's a hello. Zabel alleged that the shocking message led to a physical altercation with her then abusive boyfriend.
Oh.
Yikes.
Oh, no.
Well, that's not Adam's fault. That
It's not. But she says that later too. Check this out. The yogi then appeared to come to Levine's defense. Firstly, Adam's text was not wrong in my opinion.
Okay.
Then shut the fuck up. Then why are you? First of all, it is wrong because he's married. But shut the fuck up then. And
It's
the,
crazy that
uh-huh.
even when a woman is like, this guy tried to have an affair with me and then my boyfriend beat the shit out of me, the article's like, then the yogi said, it's like, oh,
right,
okay.
right. She wrote in the caption of a video, and she showed her and Levine practicing yoga together, and added, "Adam was not responsible for my abusive ex-boyfriend or his actions."
Yeah.
Then why are you bringing it up in the first place, though? Why did you start a hashtag expose Adam Levine, but you didn't think he was too much, but you said that he DM'd you on the side?
I think she's saying he's not harassing me, and it's like it's a kind of like he's allowed to hit on me, sort of, but I'm exposing that he's hitting on not his wife, I guess. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Is he,
you know,
or
I don't want to be on the side of that, but or I think the article might have left out some shit. They're asking her about her and Adam Levine's relationship, and they just wanted to talk about how she's a yoga instructor. I don't fucking know.
does she think she's doing a favor and saying, yes, he texts these women, but it's not so bad?
I think
Here's
it might
proof,
be
and made a terrible, terrible hashtag.
I think it might be the opposite. Like, I think when something happens with that involves like a man's sexual deviance, like, and then one woman says something, people tend to not believe her. So then other women will be like, here's also more proof that he's the type of guy who would do this. And maybe she's like, that doesn't mean that he's responsible for everything bad that's ever happened to me, but he did do the thing that this other girl said he did.
I see.
I
That
see.
makes sense. But then, Keith, are you saying that she started the hashtag?
Yeah.
That's the
That's weird.
interesting part. Yeah.
Yeah, she said it's long overdue. Hashtag expose Adam Levine.
Okay, can I speak from a person who like has been cheated on and multiple times and like people knew we were together, and I'm not saying it's friends. I don't know what he was telling people. I think it was we have an open relationship. Like I think that's very possible. So, but I wonder what it would be like where now there's a hashtag and people posting their correspondence between me and my between them and my ex during the thing. And I'm trying to think, like, I think your average person would want to stick their head in the ground because until this passes, because everyone's talking about this indiscretion that happened in your life that affects you, and now you're going through it and you have to go through it in public. But I think I'd be like, good, now I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Because I caught, correspondence, I caught flirting, I caught planning with like several people, and I decided not to read them all. But if anyone else wanted to read it, then that's not me,
Zabel explained she decided to come forward because she was disappointed by the singer's response to other allegations about him. Quote, when you look at the cause and effect that came from Adam's one text, either flirtatious or missent, we can see how cautious and mindful we should be with our actions and how they affect others. So I think she...
Wait,
so
now we have to learn a lesson?
Let's all be careful.
Why do we have homework? Because he cheated on his wife.
Wait, I have to be more mindful?
Just be mindful. Stop
My
missending
mindfulness,
things.
I'm on the level of mindfulness where my boyfriend will never misunderstand my texts with other people. I'm fine. I'm mindful. By the way, he was mindful. This is where his mind goes.
The rock star is under fire for allegedly sending inappropriate messages to women while married to Bahati Prinsloo. The spouses were seen yesterday holding hands. So they're still smiling and holding hands in pictures for what that's worth.
And now we start judging her, and that's tough. Before she has a chance to process this on her own, because I still stayed with my person for way too long. And
I did the same thing once.
Yeah, I needed to process
and I wasn't
it.
pregnant, and she is,
Oh, motherfuck. Right.
Yeah,
you don't know why, but you're just like, let me see if this could be worked out for no stupid reason. Because if you were outside of it, you would know this is dumb.
Yeah, but if
What
I was
happened with you?
pregnant, I think I would. Well, I dated a guy who cheated on me, and I knew, but I didn't want to break up with him because I was like being emotionally manipulated by him. And I was a drug addict, and he had them.
That's the emotional manipulation.
Well, it was both.
That's a good one. So what drugs does Body have? That's what I know. What's she holding?
Or what is Adam holding? He's holding an epidural.
The first woman, is it
Is it Summer, the first person?
It's
Yeah,
it's
Summer.
Sumner.
Sumner.
Oh, Sumner.
Okay,
Like
so
Summer,
that-
but
that's even
pretentious.
that's
Yeah,
even
it's
crazier.
annoying.
That's even crazier because I kept saying Summer the other day. And I assumed if you're naming somebody's name, Sumner is so specific.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
it's weird.
That's really pushing it. Like that. Why are you giving a clue out there to a living body that's always going to be around?
Yeah, and it's so specific that like if I were his wife, I'd be like, is this like a family name? Like, where did this
Yeah.
come from?
I just
Yeah.
want to say, I don't, as far like, look, this guy's a musician, right? He's on the road. What happens on the road, even if you're a married guy, things can happen, right? It's a long storied history.
What are
of
you telling your
whatever.
girlfriend right now, Kevin? Or
I'm
boyfriend?
just saying, good for him for it being somebody of legal age and consent for a change.
Wow, what a bar.
The bar is on the floor.
You know what I mean?
No,
Wow.
dude,
We're
the bar is
not
in hell.
playing limbo anymore. We're jumping over low hurdles. What the fuck?
Just saying, as far as rock stars
At
go,
I
least
mean,
she's
you are
not
not wrong.
illegal. Is
they're all,
this
they're all cheating. Is my, you know?
They are all
what?
good.
Well, this is what Sumner's saying. She says, "I was only 21. I was being taken advantage of.
Oh, she was
I
21
didn't
at
have
the
my
time.
head together." Well, what are these musicians? Scientists? They don't know about the frontal
Yeah.
cortex in 25. What do you expect them to do? Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Well.
that thing that everyone knows.